Trey Lance just got traded for a bag of chips. So Trey Lance got traded to the Dallas Cowboys for a 4th round pick. That's it. That's all it took for the former number 3 pick by the San Francisco 49ers. And keep in mind, guys, the San Francisco 49ers gave up 3 first round picks for this guy. Not 1, not 2, but 3. 3 first rounders to the Miami Dolphins. And not even 3 seasons later, he is out of here. And I'm going to be the first to say it, okay? I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan. And as an Arizona Cardinals fan looking at this situation, I'm happy because 49ers got fleeced. That's what we like to see. You know, we like to see a division rival struggle about that, you know. But I think Trey Lance definitely deserves more of a chance, okay? Trey Lance, with his tenure with the 49ers, he only got 4 starts, I think. Or like 3-4 starts. That's it. That's it. For number 3 overall pick, 4 starts. That is unacceptable. And I understand he has been injured, okay? He has dealt with some injuries and stuff. But I feel like he wasn't given a great shot, okay? Like, yeah, he was given some chances and opportunities, you know, the preseasons and then the 2021 season when Jimmy G went down. But I feel like he didn't get a true chance. And with him now coming to the Dallas Cowboys, it's very interesting. I said on my TikTok, I would like to see Trey Lance go to 3 teams. The Vikings, the Raiders, or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Those were kind of like my 3 choices, but there's other options out there as well. You know, teams that kind of have a vet QB and kind of need something new, or maybe even the Seattle Seahawks. But I doubt the 49ers would trade with anybody in our division. You know, no division rivals. But with the Cowboys getting this trade, and especially for a 4th round pick, I was surprised. I was like, why didn't more teams make this offer? There's so much upside with Trey Lance. There was a lot of upside. Sure, he might not be play like a number 3 overall pick, okay? He might not be the franchise lottery type of guy, but he could definitely be a good NFL quarterback. He has the skill set. I feel like he has the athleticism. I feel like he just needs to work on his IQ. I feel like he needs to work on his IQ, just learn more of, well, now the Cowboy system. Just learn more of the system, make better IQ plays, and play more confident. I feel like Trey Lance has a skill set. He's athletic. He could run the ball. You know, he could pass. He could do it all. You know, he's like your dual threat quarterback. And I feel like with the Dallas Cowboys, let's say if Dak Prescott goes down, and I'm not going to wish injuries on anybody, but I feel like he could be good for the Cowboys, man. Imagine Trey Lance, CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, Michael Gallup, and their tight end. I don't know. I know they don't have Dalton Schultz anymore, so whoever their new tight end is, I don't really know. I'm not a Cowboys fan, okay, so my bad for not knowing any Cowboys players. But I think he could be good for the Dallas Cowboys. That might be a hot take. I think he could be good for the Dallas Cowboys. And this is, as I said, this is such a huge upside. Huge upside for the Dallas Cowboys here, because if he turns out to be butt, who cares? You just lost a 4th round pick. But if he turns out to be good, that right there, my boy, is a steal for the Dallas Cowboys. Now let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers, you traded 3 picks for this guy. 3 first rounders, keep in mind. 3 first rounders for this guy, and you only give him 4 starts. That's unacceptable. And this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you bring a project quarterback into a win-now roster. Understand that in the 2021 NFL draft, the Niners came off, I believe, an NFC title loss to the Rams, I think, or they came off a Super Bowl loss or something like that. They came off of a pretty like mid to good season, you know. I forgot which season it was before that for the 49ers. I don't know if it was the 2020 season where they kind of went mid because of injuries, but even then they had a lot of talent on the roster to win now. And so you bring in Trey Lance. Keep this in mind, guys. They could have had Justin Fields. They could have had Jamar Chase. They could have had all these different weapons, but they trade up to get Trey Lance. Okay, like, you should have given him more of a chance, Niners. You should have given him more of a chance, and when Jimmy G came back, he still should have played Lance. In my opinion, Lance should have played the most of the 20. When Jimmy G first went down, Lance should have played the rest of the season. Lance should have played the rest of the season, and then in the 2022 season, I understand Trey Lance did get injured, so I get it. You know, he definitely can't play, and Brock Purdy took off. I truly believe if Brock Purdy didn't take off, we would still see Trey Lance in a San Francisco uniform, and we will see Trey Lance as a starter week 1. But since Brock Purdy went on that tear at the end of the last season, I think it was enough for the Niners to be like, hey, look, Lance, listen, Brock Purdy, I think he's our guy. I'm sorry, we're shipping you out of here. I think that's kind of what happened there. But if Brock Purdy turns into hot garbage this year, like let's say if he drops off in any way, this will be a big L for the San Francisco 49ers, and the 49ers will just look like a joke of the franchise, and who knows, maybe their GM and Kyle Shanahan gets fired after just being unsuccessful in the playoffs. Like, yeah, Kyle Shanahan has took his team to the NFC Championship many times, to the Super Bowl, but they just fell short, and that's the story for the 49ers. They have all the talent. They have the great defense. They have all the weapons. Look at their offense. Kittle, McCaffrey, Ayuk. They have the weapons on both sides of the field, but they just can't get past the hump to actually win. They just can't, okay? Niners fans, you got to agree with me here. They just can't get over the hump. Do we know why? I don't know. Is it bad luck? You can maybe say so, because against the Eagles game last year, Brock Purdy injured his elbow and kind of had like a baseball injury. And the Niners have dealt with some injuries, but during that 2021 season, though, I feel like the Niners could have beat the Rams, but they didn't. And in the 2020 season, they were up by 10 in the Super Bowl. Okay, they were up by 10 in the fourth and still lost that game. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know what's up with 49ers, but they just can't get past the hump. And their championship window is closing. And with their championship window closing, this is a move where they cannot wait for a quarterback to develop. They can't. If they could have waited, they were kind of mid or like a trash team, Trey Lance will still be on the Niners right now, trying to work together with the other pieces to try to be good, and try to maximize his potential. But since the Niners are such in a win-now state and their championship window is closing, they don't have time to develop any quarterbacks anymore. So they took the best quarterback that's on the team right now, which is Brock Purdy, and made him the starter, which is a good thing. But on the other hand, if Brock Purdy falls off this year, Brock Purdy falls off the next few years, Niners fans are going to look dumb. Or Niners organization is going to look dumb. Not Niners fans, but the Niners organization is going to look dumb. And if Trey Lance takes off and takes over Dak Prescott and be's the franchise quarterback that the Niners wish they had, oh man, you're going to hear from the Cowboys fans, and oh man, you're going to hear from a lot of NFL analysts out there. But as I said, this trade, it's a huge upside for Dallas. You have nothing to lose if you're Dallas. You have nothing to lose. If I was a Dallas fan, or if, let's say if Trey Lance was traded to the Cardinals, I would just be like, okay, this is nice. This could be a good backup. Exactly how I feel about Dallas, And the good thing about Dallas is that if Prescott's injured, you don't have dudes like Cooper Rush. And listen, I know Cooper Rush, didn't he go like 4, 5, 6-0 when Dak Prescott went down last year? But even then, Cooper Rush he doesn't have the athletic upside that Trey Lance does. If Trey Lance just plays more confident, and as I said, if he just plays by the system and just more confident out there, he could be a good weapon. If he just develops, sits behind Dak Prescott, maybe learns from him for a little bit. I know Dak Prescott isn't the best QB in the league, but I would say he's probably better than a lot of quarterbacks out there, believe it or not. But yeah, this Trey Lance trade, L for 49ers, I would say. And definitely a W for Cowboys. That's how I'll rank the trade, okay? 49ers, you could have maybe gotten more. I mean, you traded 3 first. This is the 3rd overall pick we're talking here. And you traded 3 first rounders and you only started in 4 games. I think that's just a no, okay? That's just my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about this trade down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the Trey Lance trade. Do you guys think that the Niners got fleeced? Do you guys think that the Cowboys got fleeced or whatever? If you think the Cowboys got fleeced, you're delusional. But if you think that the Cowboys are going to be doing good things with Trey Lance, let me know. Anyways, this has been your boy Dan. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.